Welcome to History Unveiled. In today's episode, we're diving into the mysterious and controversial life of Aleister Crowley, a man whose name has become synonymous with occultism, magic, and rebellion. From his early life to his rise as a cult leader and his enduring legacy, let's uncover the story of the self-proclaimed Great Beast. Aleister Crowley was born Edward Alexander Crowley on October 12, 1875, in Royal Leamington Spa, England. His family was wealthy, and his parents were devout members of the Plymouth Brethren, a strict Christian sect. Crowley's father was a preacher, but tragedy struck when he passed away in 1887, leaving 11-year-old Aleister to grapple with his faith. This loss deeply affected young Edward, and his rebellion against his religious upbringing began. At Trinity College, Cambridge, he shed his birth name and adopted the moniker Aleister. While excelling in poetry and mountaineering, Crowley developed an intense interest in Western esotericism, setting the stage for his future endeavors. In 1898, Crowley joined the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, an organization dedicated to ceremonial magic. There, he trained under notable figures like Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers. However, internal conflicts led to his departure. Crowley went on to co-found his own order, the A Element of, in 1907 and later became a leader in the Ordo Templi Orientis, or OTO, a German-based esoteric society. Under his guidance, these organizations were restructured to align with his personal spiritual philosophy, Thelema. In 1904, during a trip to Cairo with his wife Rose Edith Kelly, Crowley experienced what he described as a supernatural event. He claimed to have received a sacred text, the Book of the Law, dictated by a spiritual entity named Iwas. This text formed the foundation of Thelema, Crowley's religious philosophy. Its central tenet, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Crowley believed humanity was entering a new spiritual age, the Aeon of Horus, and that individuals should strive to align with their true will through ceremonial magic. In 1920, Crowley established the Abbey of Thelema in Cefalù, Sicily. This commune was meant to be a spiritual haven for Thelemites, where they could live out the principles of Thelema freely. However, the abbey's libertine lifestyle, including ritual magic, drug use, and sexual experimentation, drew condemnation from the British press. Nicknamed the wickedest man in the world, Crowley's notoriety only grew. Rituals at the abbey often involved invoking spiritual entities, ceremonial sex magic, and symbolic sacrifices, all designed to align practitioners with their true will. Participants described intense and often unsettling experiences, with some claiming to have profound spiritual revelations. The abbey also became infamous for its Chamber of Nightmares, a room painted with grotesque and disturbing imagery meant to confront practitioners with their deepest fears as part of their spiritual journey. These practices, while revolutionary to some, were deemed blasphemous by others, further solidifying Crowley's controversial reputation. Crowley's teachings and personality left a profound mark on many prominent figures of his time and beyond. One of his key followers was Gerald Gardner, the founder of modern Wicca, who incorporated elements of Thelema into his practice. Kenneth Anger, the avant-garde filmmaker, was another devotee who admired Crowley's philosophies and included his symbolism in his films. Crowley's influence extended to the arts and counterculture movements of the 20th century. The rock musician Jimmy Page, guitarist of Led Zeppelin, was an avid collector of Crowley memorabilia and even purchased Boleskine House, Crowley's former residence in Scotland. Other artists, such as David Bowie and Ozzy Osbourne, referenced Crowley in their work, cementing his image as an icon of rebellion and mysticism. The later years of Crowley's life were marked by financial struggles, health issues, and ongoing battles with addiction. Despite these challenges, he continued to write prolifically, producing works like Magic in Theory and Practice and the Book of Lies. On December 1, 1947, Crowley passed away in Hastings, England. His funeral included Thelemic rituals, causing yet another stir in the press. While his death marked the end of his physical presence, his ideas lived on. Today, Aleister Crowley remains a polarizing figure. For some, he's a misunderstood genius and a trailblazer of individualism. For others, he's the embodiment of excess and moral decline. Crowley's influence can be seen in the counterculture movements of the 1960s and 70s, with artists like Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page and Ozzy Osbourne drawing inspiration from him. His teachings on Thelema continue to guide modern occultists, while academics study his work as a key part of Western esotericism. The OTO, the organization Crowley once led, still holds ceremonies and events dedicated to his teachings, keeping Thelema alive for a new generation of seekers. Aleister Crowley's life was as enigmatic as it was controversial. From his poetic beginnings to his rise as the self-proclaimed prophet of Thelema, his story is one of rebellion, mysticism, and an unyielding quest for spiritual truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of Aleister Crowley. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical deep dives. Until next time, this is History Unveiled, uncovering the mysteries of the past.